hear it here first because Kimmy's world is your world. Y'all, let's get into this Married to Medicine recap. Season 10, episode 12. Hilton Head, here we come. So you guys know from season 11, um, Dr. Jackie was not thrilled about going to Hilton Head because, baby, that's where her husband Curtis cheated on her, and she did not want to revisit that since they are in a good space. So, she said from season 11 she was going to talk about it. Her and Curtis would talk about it, and maybe they will come. Well, when it came time for the girls to actually go, everyone showed up at Dr. Simone's house, except for Phaedra, Dr. Heavenly and her husband, and Dr. Jackie and her husband. They were not there. So the first thing they did was they called Dr. Heavenly to try to figure out where was she. Dr. Heavenly gets on the phone and she's basically saying, if my girl ain't gonna be there, Dr. Jackie, she's not gonna be there because it's wrong. And basically she was saying Curtis was not feeling well. So then they called Dr. Jackie and they let Dr. Jackie know Dr. Heavenly was not coming, and she was the reason why Dr. Heavenly was not coming. They wanted to know why she wasn't there. Dr. Jackie said it was a sensitive topic. She didn't want to be there, and they knew that. If anybody knew it, it should have been Dr. Simone. She should have known better, or she should have rescheduled another trip. But anyway, at the end of the conversation, Dr. Jackie started to cry, which threw me off. I've never seen that before. She started to cry and then she hung up. All the girls were shocked when they heard her cry. So anyway, they wrapped everything up and they left from the house and they started walking to the party bus. Of course, Phaedra Park shows up, baby, fashionably late with her platinum blonde wig, baby, looking fly as ever. So she shows up. They get in the party bus and they head down to Hilton Head. Now they're drinking, they having shots, they're having a good time. They go into different little conversations. But to me, that was not the highlight of episode 12. Once they get to Hilton Head, they go in, and you know how the girls are. They always got to find the room, baby. So anyway, Dr. Simone was basically saying the new girls don't never get the new room. Get a good room. Anyway, they had a chef there. The chef was actually putting together a seafood boil, and they were setting the table for outside so they can actually go outside. Once they got outside, guess who shows up, y'all? Dr. Heavenly and her husband, and Dr. Jackie and her husband shows up. Everybody was surprised. They hugged each other. They're really happy they were there. Once they sat down, they started to talk about what was the reason why that they did not want to come. And they were saying, we're your friends. You all should be able to trust us. Like, we're not going to bring anything up. And pretty much, Sweet Tea, she was saying, how come Dr. Jackie can't never be in a hot seat? I'm always in a hot seat. Y'all brought up the situation between Quad and her. Like, how come Dr. Jackie can't be in a hot seat? Baby, Dr. Jackie said, I'm always in a hot seat. Honey, when I deliver a baby, I'm in a hot seat. When a woman comes in and she has cancer, I'm in a hot seat. And she goes on and on to try to tell Sweet Tea, she's schooling her. She was shading her too. Why she's always in a hot seat. So she pretty much told Sweet Tea, bring it, because she ready for it. Anyway, so then they start to get loud or whatever. Dr. Heavenly starts to get upset, her and Simone. But baby, the white people in the neighborhood, that daggone Airbnb they was in was too close to everybody's house. And it was too loud. White people on the outside of the house got their cameras, phones out, whatever. They decided to move it to the inside. So they started to argue, baby, with nobody here. They go on the inside of the house, and of course, they pick up where they left off. Pretty much, Sweet Tea still trying to figure out, why does Dr. Jackie get a pass? She ain't my mama. Curtis ain't my daddy. Like, why she get the pass? And she called Jackie, y'all. She called her B-I-T-C-H. Ooh, child. So pretty much Jackie was like, we will handle this later. And Sweet Tea tried to get a clarification. She said, where I'm from, we say we will handle this. We'll handle this later. So anyway, that was pretty much the end of that was the end of episode 12. I can't wait to see what's going to happen with episode 13. I will say this episode had a little bit more energy. It kept me engaged throughout the whole episode. And this was probably one of the better episodes because normally, y'all know, Married to Medicine be a little dry. But the girls brought it this time. Shout out to them. I can't wait to see episode 11. But make sure you stay tuned to Kimmy's World because you hear it here first because Kimmy's World is your world.